Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's got an open man. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man, it's Russell. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Gonna look downfield again. He hurls one deep down the left side. He got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Trying to bully their way in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking to fire. Going for 6. Touchdown time! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing it in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Get it out on the screen. Breaks the tackle.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. This offense thought they had the defense reeling on its heels, but the D stands tall and comes up with a sack.
But why not, right? If I make a big play, I got no problem going back to it. But the defense said, I got you. I understand what you're doing. I know you're going back to it. They were ready for it. They had the answer for it. They got the QB. They got his butt on the ground.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown,
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. To the air, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Powers through the defender. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run, because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over UCLA. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Pulls it in. It's busted. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Lost a throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place.
He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position. Holds and fires complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Russell. Got it in the middle, it's Culver. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Let's go. Out of the gun, the inside give. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
to fire on second down. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Sends it back in motion. The offense changing the play. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He's going for the big play. Makes the grab on the left side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
We need a 2-minute offense. When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intended target.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback. Right there outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Buys a little time. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beaten like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown ball! Quick strike through the air for the score.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Now the play fake. Gets it out quickly. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Butler. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down. And the Vols decide to punt it away.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He's going to throw deep right side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Oh, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Handoff from the gun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Let's it fly. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But He's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Give to the running back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. drive from their own 42-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, using the back as a receiver on the screen. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen. And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Butler.
That's a nice catch, and it's a good job staying in bounds. If a quarterback would just give him a little bit more room, maybe have a little bit more space to make a play. Instead, no gain.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. The short hands. It's Butler. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now offense has to make a decision.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick pass on the jet motion. Running to Green. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Wants to keep it in the air. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Alabama pushing the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Bama! They move on top here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UCLA. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. You know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up with the 28.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Fires to the big fella. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Vols in a good spot here with second and short. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get it.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll stop. Short, just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
What a big stop for this defense. In the second half, around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
To the air on second down. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Scrambling away. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I'll tell you what, if I'm this QB... am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
You talk about coming up big in a big moment. Nice job by this defense. You had to make something happen. You had to get the football back so you could give your offense a chance to win this game for you. Nice job by the defense.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback adapting. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this offense is up against them here, trailing late in the game. The defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback
makes the catch on the left. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch.
Yeah, and this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? We want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You've got a good rhythm right here. You're in a good position of the field to go win this thing, but you've got to be really smart with your play calls.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback at decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. Fourth quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. He'll try to do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Dances away. Firing to the right, complete. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I get it. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Tennessee! They strike first in overtime. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
And he makes the extra point. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. What a mess. A delay of game on the two-point conversion attempt. That just can't happen. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to the air. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Gonna swing it on second down. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got him in the open. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, first and goal.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. They're not going to mess around. They'll go for 2 and the win right here.
22 water. 22 water. Hey, finish. Finish. Hey, fire. Got it? Correction.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. They didn't make it. Pushed all the chips to the middle of the table for the two-point try, and they get nothing. Tonight it's Tennessee who will celebrate its victory throughout the Volunteer State as they have turned back the tide to lay claim to this rivalry once again. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.